Welcome everyone to SlabStox 101 educational video series. I'm your host Nate, and today we are talking about football on a high level, and we are going to talk about who manufactures football, some of their best brands, and then various other little tidbits that you may need to know about the market on a very high level. We're not getting in deep today, but just broad spectrum, broad scheme of things. So football is made by Panini. Um, if you don't know anything about Panini, they are an Italian sticker card company that came over to America. They bought Donruss Playoff in 2009 and made Panini America, which is the start of their getting into football cards. And then in 2014, they got the exclusive contract to make football cards so that they could have the NFL logos and players in their jerseys and stuff on the cards. Whereas if Topps or Upper Deck were to make them, they could not. So Panini America has the rights to the NFL trading cards since 2014. They've been making NFL cards, exclusive rights since 2014. They've been making cards, NFL cards before that point. So let's get into the brands that we have today. There's a certain number of brands that are worthwhile, and there's some that just aren't worth talking about. So we're just going to talk about the ones that are worthwhile here. And starting off, the gold standard, so to speak, is Prism Football. Prism Football started in 2012. Many of you will have know that because you will have been following trends in the card market if you're here for a long time. And if you're not here for a long time, a trend previously in the card market was buying first-year Prism stuff. So 2012 Prism Football, 2014 Prism Soccer, 2012 Prism Basketball. Prices all jumped up drastically because it's a first-year card for the entire set, the entire Prism. Prism did not exist before that point. Anyways, Prism is the crown jewel of football cards. Not only are the rookies sought after, but so are 2012 Prism cards like we talked about, and so are vet cards. Tom Brady vet PSA 10 from this past year sells for like $85. And then along with that, parallels sell for really good money. Of rookies, obviously, you have many different parallels, and you'll be able to see a video later on where we show you how to find parallels of every set you're looking for. But also vet parallels. So if you get a Tom Brady blue or a Aaron Rodgers blue from 2019 or a gold or something like that out of 10, it's going to be worth money. For me, autos, not as sought after as the non-auto parallels. They are sought after, don't get me wrong. Autos are sought after in Prism, but people aren't buying Prism Football for the auto. They are buying it for the parallels. Generally a QB-driven market for Prism Football, but running backs and wide receivers are making a name for themselves currently in today's market. Number 2 on the list is Optic. Optic started in 2016. Currently a close second to Prism, I would say. Very similar cards, not in style, but in price and parallels and stuff. Parallels are sought after along with the autos, though the autos don't go for as much as one would think. If you're looking at autos for Patrick Mahomes, his Prism autos go for a lot. His Optic autos not as much as would be expected. I think a black PSA 9 the other day sold for like 5,000. Black auto is out of 25. So it wasn't as expensive as one would think. With Prism, silvers are sought after. I should have mentioned that. Prism, if we go back there, silvers are the sought after parallel there. They're short printed, except for in 2016, 2017, but we'll get to that at a future video. In Optic, hollows are sought after. Hollows are the silver equivalent for Optic, and they are the most sought after card in Optic. After that, we've got National Treasures. National Treasures started in 2012. There was National Treasures cards before that, but it wasn't Panini National Treasures. It was Playoff National Treasures, even though it was owned by Panini. So I'm considering 2012 to be the start of National Treasures for the Panini brand. And they are extremely sought after for their rookie patch autos, or RPAs, as people will refer to them. So if you see it online on eBay and it's referred to as an RPA and it doesn't say rookie patch auto anywhere, that's what it means, rookie patch auto. They are extremely sought after cards. The RPA, the true RPA, is out of 99, so you'll have variations on that, lower numbers, 10, 25, and so on, but the true rookie patch auto is numbered to 99, and those prices go for drastically high prices depending on the guy. I know BGS 9 of Patrick Mahomes just ended for like 50 some thousand the other day. It was up at 50 some thousand when I looked at it. And they have really cool inserts for their RPAs. They've got Midnight Blacks out of 20 and Stars and Stripes, which are really, really cool. Outside of the RPAs, National Treasure, there's a lot of other National Treasure jersey cards, patch cards, auto cards, and they don't go for as much as the RPAs. You really want to hit a solid player RPA, and you will get your money. Extremely, extremely expensive product, National Treasures. Next on the list is Select, started in 2013. If we take out high-end products like National Treasures, Flawless, that type of stuff, Select is definitely third fiddle on my list behind Prism and Optic. Select has really cool stuff. They've got the field level silvers, the concourse level silvers, the premier level silvers, so 3 different levels of cards there, and they all have the same parallels. Field levels are the most rare and most sought after, and field level silver is extremely sought after and extremely valuable card, especially if you're getting a PSA 10. Other than that, they also have the XRCs, which are a parallel, a redemption parallel out of the previous year for the next year's quarterbacks. And those are extremely, extremely cool cards as well. And not just quarterbacks, but running backs and the like. After that, we've got Contenders. Contenders, if you're looking for autos, is probably the most sought after or second most sought after brand in football. Huge in football for autos. The base cards, not very exciting, but the autos are extremely sought after, and Contenders started in 2012. So if you're looking for autos, you're going National Treasures and you're going Contenders. Next on the list is another expensive product, and that is Flawless. Flawless and National Treasures are around the same price. Flawless started out in 2013. Their RPAs are really sought after, just like National Treasures, but they also have gem cards. So Sapphire Gem, Ruby, Diamond, so on and so forth, numbered to different numbers, and they have a little gem in the card. Very, very cool. A very, very expensive product, just like National Treasures. So if you're buying that, you got to have a bit of extra money. And then lastly, we've got Immaculate. Immaculate started in 2014. And again, we won't get too much into it. Like National Treasures and like Flawless, RPAs are sought after there. And they are expensive, but not Immaculate's not as expensive as Flawless or National Treasures. So those are the cards, those are the brands that you should know, that you should follow. There's other brands in there, Phoenix, Origin, stuff like that. Not very nice brands, not brands that I would consider worthwhile to spend your money on. As for market outlook, National Treasures and Contenders, again, 2 most popular football cards in the market and 2 most popular auto cards in the market. They usually yield the most expensive cards. A Patrick Mahomes 2017 National Treasures RPA out of 25. Oh, it was out of 25, not 99. Sold for $50,500 on September 13th. Tom Brady 2000 Contenders Auto BGS 9 sold for $41,000 on August 26th. So huge, huge numbers there. If you're wondering what happened before all these cards came out, Topps was the owner of the sets. Like we said, they got the exclusive rights in 2014. Topps had rights to football, but not exclusively. And Topps Chrome was the cream of the crop from 1996 to 2015. So there's certain brands that you can get both Prism and Topps Chrome. Russell Wilson is one guy that comes to mind. As for outlook on the market, QBs over everything is historically how it went. QBs and then maybe a pop-up running back here or there, a pop-up wide receiver, but they didn't go for that much. It was, you better get the top young QBs and you better get them quickly and early, or else you're going to be spending a ton of money. Now running backs and wide receivers are gaining traction, especially with daily fantasy and fantasy football. These guys are gaining notoriety, and people are looking to spend money elsewhere because quarterbacks are really expensive. So running backs and wide receivers are gaining value. One place that isn't gaining a ton of traction is defense. If you're getting a defensive player, you know you're hoping for the number 1 defensive pick in the draft, and even then it's not going to sell for much. Otherwise, defense, not a huge draw in football. So there you have it. There's a little broad picture of football market for you. We'll get more in depth in later videos. Thank you for listening to this SlabStox 101.